So, the ninth and tenth thing that I wish I knew prior to becoming woke is that there was a such thing as being too black and not black enough. So, initially starting out with, me being on this journey, I was considered, you know, um, too woke, right? Whenever I would bring up certain points to certain individuals, friends or family, I can tell the vibe would just change. It was almost as if like here she go again with that, that black talk, um, because I'm just an individual who, I like to educate, I like to teach, I like to help, I like to put people on, I like to, to help people in transition. But that's just who I am. So whatever information I have, at the time I have it, I'm going to share it. And in the beginning of this woke journey, if you will, I was sharing. I was sharing everything I knew, from the vantage point that I knew it. And when you start doing that around certain individuals and, you're ruffling feathers, they don't like that because it's questioning, what their core values are and what they believe, even if it may not resonate with mine. I'm just simply sharing. And I've been told I have a tongue that can cut, really sharp unintentionally. I have very good intentions, but my delivery just was not palatable for certain relatives, for certain people. And so in the very beginning, it was a little friction. So I think at that time, I was considered too woke until over time, slowly family members started coming around, with their diets and, with some of their belief systems, right? But then reason number 10, things I wish I knew was that I would receive so much hate. Um, because as I gained more knowledge, more information, certain things started to shed from me that I no longer agreed with. That, and it was not that I didn't agree with it per se any longer. It was that I just reached another level of consciousness, of awareness, right? On the surface, there's certain things that you can look at and you say, oh, wow, okay, they're a victim, no matter what the circumstances. But as time goes on, you realize, wait a minute, that's a little manipulative. They're not really a victim. They're just not being accountable. They're just not trying hard enough. They're used to handouts, whatever that may be. So that's just an example to say or to explain how when you start out and you meet someone or you receive information, on the surface it can look one way, and as time goes on, you realize, okay, wait, I have more information. Now that I have more information, I can make a more informed decision on certain things in life. I realized that it wasn't just the initial premise that I thought I was dealing with, so and that's just from real life experience, trial and error, family, friends, things that you read and collecting data and just, moving through life. You realize, wait a minute, what I once thought is not necessarily true anymore, or not necessarily true. So, yeah, I didn't think I would receive so much hate though, because at one point, here I am putting people onto information, and it took them some time to understand where I was coming from. And some of the things that I mentioned, they actually took heed to. It took some time, but they did. But now that I'm not necessarily there anymore, um, and I'm sharing this new information I have or more information to say, hey, have you thought about it this way? Or did you add this into what you thought? What do you think about that? I've just received hate. um, and I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it, especially not coming from relatives. Um, so that's reason number 10. Reason number 9 and 10 is a little sensitive to me because on one hand, you are getting pushback, or I was getting pushback for this information, and it took time, because I was being too woke, was too black, too whatever. And then on the other hand, I'm receiving this pushback because now I'm not black enough. When the reality is I'm the same individual, it's just elevation requires separation. Well, that doesn't just apply to this whole, staying on cold. That applies to wherever you're trying to go in life, whatever you're trying to do in life. Sometimes it requires you to separate yourself from the crowd, make your own path. And if it leads back to the crowd, or if it, if those, individuals want to come on board with you, or if they can just at least respect where you're going, and then maybe you guys will have to meet at a middle ground later, then, you just have to do what you have to do. So that's just where I am right now. And those are the things I wish I knew prior to becoming woke. There's so many nuances and other many reasons in there, and I can go on and on about each one of these 10 things I wish I knew prior to becoming woke. But I'm going to stop there, and I want to know you guys' thoughts. Write down one of the numbers and let's start a dialogue. Just let me know which one you resonate with, which one you don't agree with. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. So leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, and I look forward to the dialogue. I look forward to building with you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.